Hello there, people. Unfortunately, we're not going to have another game day until the 2nd of April. So for now, I'm going to be doing a couple little Lycan's Archeotech episodes. We've got a good one here. Hope you like Windows 98, because that's what we're doing today. Lovely, lovely scan disk. So Windows 98 here. I've got it running live on a Packard Bell. Those are seek tests, by the way. This is an old Packard Bell Multimedia 820. It's a 1999 computer that I've modified with a 5¼ inch floppy drive and an Ethernet adapter. We don't need to scan disk, remember that. Windows 98 is based on the MS-DOS 7 kernel, and it's still a DOS-based version of Windows, but it basically also fixed a lot of Windows 95's bugs, because there was a lot of bugs involving CPU speeds. Windows 95 wouldn't work on too fast of a CPU, but Windows 98 will work just fine. Here we've got the bubbles background. And here is our lovely, lovely, lovely screen. So you can see it's got kind of the same layout as... Try to stabilize that. So as you can see, we've got our basic, usual stuff here. We've got our desktop. We've got our start menu, which pretty much every Windows has. And for programs, I mean, whatever you can put on this that'll work, it'll work. 7-zip, MS Paint, Media Player, images, games that I put on here, things like Command and Conquer, Red Alert, Office 98, Opera, Outlook Express. But I'm not sure if a lot of people... Let me just grab a disk. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this and they're like, oh, that's the save icon. Well, it's the save icon because this is how you used to save your work. That's called a 3.5 inch floppy disk. It has 1.44 megabytes of capacity, and it's one of the two original drives that came with this thing. But back in the day, back in the day, 3.5 inch drives were usually 720 kilobytes in capacity, and they were usually only put on like the IBM convertible computers way back in the day. And what we actually used to use were these. So as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my camera running out of space. This is a 3.5 inch floppy disk. Usually comes in 1.44 megabyte size. This is a 5.25 inch disk. So you can see, it's significantly bigger than the old disks. These ones are actually floppy. Now, they came in two different sizes. They came in the 1.2 megabyte, which is AT compatible. And then they came in the 360K, which was compatible with the original PC. The original IBM 5150, which I'll put here. So, I've got two different sizes of, and I've also got an optical disc, but it's a reader only and it's kind of janky. It really doesn't like to work properly. So here, we have, it's going to be very weird to position the camera. So this goes in here, and this is my unscrupulous nonsense disc. It goes into this one right here. Back in the day, people used to think that this was a CD drive. this that I'm putting the 5¼ inch floppy drive into is not a CD drive. If you put a CD in there, it will not work. So now I got them both there. I'll click to my computer. I'll transfer the... Thank you very much for dinging at me. And I will transfer everything from the 5¼ inch disc to the 3½ inch floppy disk. What? Not formatted. Okay, I'll format it. Yeah, I just got that particular disc from the thrift store, so that's why it's complaining at me. Give me a minute. Unfortunately, the disc that I transferred over just didn't seem to like whatever was going on with it. I formatted it, and I put the data on it, and it just didn't want to behave. I guess maybe this is just a bad disc or something. Let's go on to this PC and hit floppy disk drive A. Do you hear that? That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to hear a noise like that. Let's try a disc that's actually good. Oh yeah, there's my other unscrupulous nonsense disc. This is the disc that 1.2 megabyte disc was copied from. That's what it's supposed to sound like. And there we go, we've already got the files. And to prove it, I'll play the music that was on that 1.2 megabyte disc. From this floppy disk. Let's play with Windows Media Player. It works. Just to prove to you that I can actually read this disc on this machine. Let's open VLC Media Player. My unscrupulous nonsense disc is right here. Right, I think I use Media Player instead of VLC. Oh, shut up. Yeah, I use this, not VLC. So I have to go directly to floppy disk drive B. Play this. Shut up, no I have not. There we go. Took me a while. For all of its MS-DOS related problems and the bugs that it would eventually cause Windows ME, aka Windows Blue Screen, this set the precedent for what future Windows would become, and it focused on the internet crowd that would eventually become the internet. Back then, in 1999, these things were being made to play CDs, do office tasks, and go on the internet. That's what the old Packard bells were made for. They're made to be cheap, and they're made to get you on the internet as fast as you could possibly get it. And these, they did the thing. And the thing is all that we really needed them to do. Hopefully you'll like that little explanation, and next time, maybe I'll go over Windows NT.
I'm crazy all for love.